Hey, I want you to imagine for a minute going to the doctor's office and telling them that you have a headache, and that doctor immediately being like, oh my gosh, I gotta toss you on the table and do brain surgery on you. What would your reaction be? You'd probably be like, hey, wait a sec, doc. I just got a headache, right? Can I get some prescription? Can you let me know what's going on? Not just toss me up and do brain surgery on me. And that's kind of the equivalent of what it's like whenever you're working with a realtor and you say, hey, I'm looking for this in this particular city under this particular price point. And then that realtor just start driving you around town without asking any type of questions, right? And while this may not be brain surgery per se, but the way to look at it is kind of like financial surgery. And so this is the largest purchase of your life. You want to make sure you're making a really great decision and you know what to expect going into that whole purchase process. And that's why we don't just take a buyer who's like, yeah, I'm looking for this and just start driving them around, showing them properties. We want to make sure that we got full insight into what they're looking for. Because what we found is that if we're not proactive, then that don't deliver a great experience for our clients. Let's just say you reach out to us and you're like, okay, I'm ready to buy. I got my pre-approval letter together. I got all of my financing pieces together. I'm ready to go, man. Like, here's my pre-approval letter. I got it right here. And so what we do at that point is we have you fill out our buyer intake form. That's similar to like going to the doctor's office. And then they ask you all about your medical history, if you have any pre-existing conditions and things of that nature, right? And then that way they know that everybody's on the same page. And that's how they're able to properly diagnose you. And so that's exactly what we do, right? We go through that whole process. And then from there, we begin walking you through the whole buying process, how to buy a property, make an offer, and get through that whole negotiation process. But before we started doing this, things were pretty stressful for those particular buyers because they just didn't know what to expect at each step. And so by taking 10, maybe 15 minutes up front to explain to you how the different ways the contract is written to protect you, the buyer, that makes it a lot easier for you when it's time to get to the closing table. At closing, you're like, hey man, that was really easy, right? And so you're not up in the middle of the night stressing about if you're getting screwed over, if someone's taking advantage of you, or if the house is going to fall apart because you just purchased a lemon or something, right? And so we show you all the different ways we protect you going through that whole process. And then the next thing that we're able to do, we're able to pull up all of those properties for you on the MLS search. And with that, we're able to line everything up and we're able to actually find everything that lines up with your particular property. So if it's like an FHA, VA type of loan, or some sort of special thing you're looking for, we can filter those out for you versus those sites like a Trulia, a Zillow, those big sites like Realtor.com. You can't always filter everything out on those sites. And on top of that, with those particular sites, when you go to those sites, they actually sell your information to the highest bidding realtor. And what those realtors end up doing is they end up putting you into their email and their call campaigns. And then that realtor end up calling you for life, right? Versus us putting you into our MLS search. What that does for you is it keeps your information private. And then we can also filter out those particular purchase types that you're looking for and any other things that you would like for us to filter out. And then we can really get extremely focused and targeted on the properties that you're looking for. That way we can get in there quick, fast, be proactive for you and make sure that your offer and your strategy that you're working on is the one that's actually working and your offer is getting accepted. And so that's essentially what we do during our whole buyer consultation. And I'm really excited to be able to chat with you and find you that property and get you the homes of your dreams. And I really look forward to working with you, and I see you on the next time. All right. God bless.